Hey there everyone, last game for this week's edition of the Alphaville with Avacyn, Guardian Angel in our Exodus update. So today we will be up against Daxos of Miletus, Intet the Dreamer, and Rada Heir to Keld. I actually kind of want to see how this deck turns out over here. I really like Rada. As far as our opening hand, I like it. This is keepable. We've got the Mind Stone, so we'll have a turn 4 play of some sort, but we don't really have anything to ramp into with this opening hand. It's okay with that. Very least we'll have the 3 mana to try and get the shackles off if we really need to. Does not untap or its controls on tap step. Definitely going to have to reevaluate what the kind of removal that we're using for this deck. I'm still kind of stuck on that first game with Memnarch. Was it the first game? No, it might have been the second one. No, it was the first one because the second one had the black-white Daxos in it. So, yeah, removal doesn't quite do what I thought it might, what I wanted it to do. The Sarah B series upkeep cost is just a little too much if we can't stop all the activated abilities, like what we wanted. If it was a rest, I'd be all over that, but not quite. But we also have the Wombo combo of using Treasure Hunter with Mind Stone. Go ahead, pop the Mind Stone, hopefully get a land. Well, no, because we would have to use we'd have to target the artifact on trigger. I was just thinking about using the Mind Stone to help pay for the Treasure Hunter, and then, but there's a couple of different reasons why that doesn't work. And, oh! Daxos had to go down to 6. Alright then. Apparently Intet was mixing drinks? And we're going to go ahead and make sure we're F8'd. Alright, Intet going off with a turn 1 Burgeoning. That's going to be really good. Alright then, so anytime you see a green-blue deck coming together like that, Burgeoning just ends up being ace. One of the reasons I just don't like Burgeoning, it just feels like one of those things it's really good early game, but if you don't see it early game, it's just a dead card. No. Someone really tried to convince me that it'd be great for the Pharika multiplayer matters devotion to multiplayer deck. I didn't see it at the time. I mean, I don't disagree, but I don't know that we're gonna have to worry about anything stupid fast coming out next turn. Burgeoning. Looks like it was in Stronghold, so that'll be something that we can look forward to doing when we get to Freyalise. I like food 'cause it is yummy. I will put it in my tummy. We can have all the rice. All we have to do is go grab a bowl. Sorry, I just saw that video on Team 4 Star's channel. It's kind of been stuck in my head all week. Alright, so Daxo's tapping out. Now we're going to go over to Intet, who apparently ran out of lands. I mean, unless you can just keep your hand refilled, Burgeoning doesn't do a whole lot after the initial wave. Now granted, you're 2 turns ahead of everyone else now. Let's do it Spawnwraith. Can't even get a... Let's see... It's not good. Not good at all. We can Holy Day next turn to keep that thing under control. Do I really want to use it for that, though? Greater good. Sack a creature. Draw cards equal to its power, then discard 3 cards. Alright, so you can have a land. Burgeoning with land tax would be amazing. Alright then, so want to put down the Mind Stone. But also want to hold up the shackles for that Spawn Wraith and keep it under control, because it's going to just keep smacking us. We have no real way to stop it. Plus, we can go ahead and play a land tax. So, yeah, Holy Day, when the Spawn Wraith attacks, and then Shackles after that. Unless we draw into a pacifism, which would be a little bit better. Oh, yeah, we're definitely... Let's see. Yep. I think the Spawn Wraith is going to come to us, so all the more reason to stop it now while we can. Not too worried about the longer term implications of burning of Shackles now, because we can bounce that back to our hand later. Oh, no. Okay, then. No swinging the Spawn Wraith. Interesting. Let's see. He might have thought this was a trap. Which, to be fair, it was. 2-card trap. Now we have the option to put down the Mind Stone and keep up 2 mana. Not bad. That burgeoning. I wonder how much time that's actually going to eat off of Intet. Alright, so Rada's been getting busy. He's got a Soul Range. She just put down Xenogoat. Alright. It's going to make a 2/2 Satyr. With Das Haste. And swing at me for 1, okay? Ah, okay. Intet's accidentally skipped a turn. Alright, time for us to get some more land drops. So we're drawing 4 cards this turn. We're going to go up to 10. And we got a Pearl Medallion. Not bad. Not bad. Alright then, if we were to go... Mind Stone... We are for sure going to get smacked for 2. But we can get the Royal Guard down next turn. So we are actually not nearly as panicked as we are before. Because now we know that we're going to be able to get stuff out to actually block the Spawn Rise. So Spawn Rise is not going to matter. Okay then. Plus that Pearl Medallion is going to help speed things out. We can actually get Avacyn out now if we really wanted to. I think this is the first time we're really going to see Pearl Medallion try and put in work. Alright, so Dax is currently deciding what play to take. Let's see. With Daxos, you can cast anything off of anyone's, so it's early game. You would want to swing that. No. Can't be blocked by creatures, power 3 or greater, so probably just gonna hit me. Yeah, I saw that coming. Well, now we're gonna have to Shackles Daxos. Or even just a Royal Guard, potentially. Well, no, if we Shackles Daxos, there's not a whole lot he can actually do about it. Alright, so what do we lose? Ah, the priority train. Slightly annoying. Why the priority train? Okay, we just lost the land. I am not upset by that at all. Particularly since land tax is just going to keep giving us more. Okay then, so let's see. Until the turn you may cast it. So he doesn't even get the land. Which is even better. Brawler's Plate. Equipped creatures with +2/+2 and trample. Sorry, but Daxos is not going to be in for a good time. So you got 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless we top deck into like a Soul Ring or a Mana Crypt, we can't play both. Okay, so Inted's apparently, I'm thinking, getting just a little tipsy. That's right, I think we're playing Drunk Magic here. Unfortunately, I did not bring a bottle, so I can't exactly join in. Although, Drunk Magic might make for an interesting Patreon exclusive. If you would like to see or listen me do Drunk Magic, leave me a comment or send us a tweet on the CommanderCast or at BlueRam1409. Let us know that this is a thing you would like to see for your monies. Let's see. Intent a little tipsy. Oh boy, this will be interesting to say the least. Alright, so Daxos not getting anything off me. Between the two, Royal Guards will have to go next. And we can Holy Day if we really need to. Ideally, you'd want to try and drop more cards to make use of the... One, I'm still going to land tax every turn. There's no reason not to. But I still don't like discarding cards from hand size. Only we have Reliquary Terror out. Library of Lang and Spellbook are options. Spinerock Knoll. Whenever someone is dealt 7 more damage, Entech can cast the card under it for free. Alright then, so I see Ghost Quarter target. Strip Mine, Wasteland, take your pick. We've got at least 2 options for land destruction. Mole Drifter, draw 2. Alright, respectable. And where is this coming? Yeah, it's coming at me. And it makes a copy. So the train now gets rolling. Fortunately, we do have Permadine, we do have Mind Stone. I definitely don't want to just throw Avacyn out right now. These Royal Guards actually do a decent amount of work. I'm fairly happy with them. But right now, we are over at Rada. Rada can currently make either a token or +1 Xenogoat. I think she'd rather keep making goats, though. Oh, we've got Garrett, Color of Beast. Nice. Oh, and Garrett put down a Savage Dragon. Savage Ventmon, that's a really good card. Scary as hell. You know, if you go like into Orcish Lumberjack, into Savage Ventmon, you can just generate for a stupid amount. And there's Rada. So already seeing some pretty scary things. Alright then, so our turn. And we got a Spirit Link. Not bad, not bad at all. We've got 10 cards in hand. Not a lot of ways to just pitch stuff, though. Ooh, we've only got 5 mana. Fortunately, I think that's just enough to do a little something. Alright, so we've got the Royal Guard out. And they'll be able to do a little something. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot else to work with. So I'm going to have to pass turn and discard a couple of lands. I am not happy about that. I'm sorry, I'm greedy. I don't want to discard cards just for the sake of my hand's too big. Oh well, the Pro Medallion does help out a lot. And I think we'll see it a little more as we get further into the game. Alright, so Dax has got to untap. And right now he's not getting through anything. He can actually equip and swing over at Intet, which wouldn't be bad. He could trade with a Ventmaw. Well, no, the Ventmaw can't block him. He's playing Skylight. Choose a creature does not untap. Alright. I personally would have kept the Spawn right tapped. See, Treasure Hunter's going to hang out back here. We're not going to need him for a while now. Mind Stone. Mind Stone and Marble Diamond are in that awkward part. I took Marble Diamond out recently because, you know, there are just other things I want to try. It's a good mana. It's a pretty decent mana rock that can lead to some good plays when you open with like a Mana Crypt or a Soul Rain or something like that. Unfortunately, it feels just a little too small, but I like it, so I'm going to try and get it back in when I can. Wall of Essence from Daxos, okay? Wall of Essence is actually one I cut from our deck because it's a number with Avacyn, it's a number with what we want to be doing, and no Daxo Swing. Very good. Yeah, the Wall of Essence in Avacyn is just kind of a nombo. The Wall of Essence needs to take damage in order to actually get you life, which runs contrary to what we actually want to be doing. So, we're going to be wanting to potentially look at more cards like the Keldor and Royal Guard, like the Hasselhoff. You know, more stuff that can help continuously fog and make use of the fact that Avacyn can give them protection from a color. Meanwhile, Intet continues to not have any more lands they want to play. So going to 4. Which Divine Transformation gave flying? It really should, considering that's Angel Art. Biden Nathassa. Alright, so do I want to stop the Intet deck from drawing cards? Or do I want to stop Rada from punching face? Well, considering this is all going at me. Yeah, we're going to stop that. Which means, let's see, all combat damage is prevented this turn, so we're not going to block. Because this stops all combat damage. Alright, so Intet's one out of me. Very good. Unfortunately, Binathassa can try and force someone to attack him. Looks like he's not taking that option, though. What else? Alright, next turn I think we definitely have to play Avacyn. And we'll be able to, well, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, that's just enough. Alright, so Garrick is going to plus. Save Slime, Yavimaya, Oracle, Soul Harvest. Jesus Christ, that's disgusting. We need to be able to do something about this Rada player here. Ah, but there's a Ventmaw. No bueno. Let's see for... Need to see a super cheap rock. And there's a Steel Hellkite coming up too. Savage Ventmaw, way too good. More ramping. It's going to make 5 mana. The Limit Break looks like it's a real threat here too. Unfortunately, Intet's going to keep swinging at us for free value. Acidic Slime. Probably the Bident? Yeah, gets rid of the Bident. Alright, but now we've got the team coming at us. Okay, so Durgan going over a Daxos. Making 6 mana. That's a free spell. Well, we're going to have to shackles that. Alright, so there's a Yavimaya Elder. Any red drops? No, it's just popping it for free. And why not? He's got 3 cards in hand. He's going to get the search for 2 lands out into his hand, then draw a card. Yep. Note to self, we're stopping that Ventmaw. Just makes a kobold with the leftover mana. Alright, they're already making a stupid amount of mana. This is where Cerebeast area might be okay. We're just not fast enough right now. Ah, and there's a Balefire Dragon coming up. Now, do I care about Avacyn when I think a Wrath is actually coming up? I think a Wrath may be coming up. See, if that happens, then we're just going to lose our Royal Guard, and we would have cast Avacyn for nothing. Oh, there's got to be something here. Also, Rada's kind of... This is going to be just a little weird. It looks like Rada currently has priority, but we are... It's Inta who's kind of burning clock here. Nope, back to Rada. Okay, there we go. He's probably just deciding if he was going to put something down or not. Didn't realize it triggered on him. And there's another one. Because Oracle Madaya giving that second land drop. It'd be best if we had like a circle protection or something. Alright, get those 3 lands. Get a tithe, okay. So we've got 9 cards in hand. We would want to burn through 2 in order to avoid discarding stuff, but I don't think that's actually likely. Shackles is the closest we can get right now to doing something. And oh! Looks like Intet scooped. So this just became a lot easier. Let's see. The question is, does Daxoth have the Wrath? If yes, casting Avacyn doesn't actually help us a lot. If no, I don't like this, not one bit. But we need to have a way to just slow this down, if even for a little bit. It might result in us getting punched pretty hard. But I think that's something we kind of just have to deal with right now. Alright, so that's been shackled. We're not playing the Treasure Hunter right now. And there's really no point in playing anything else. So we'll just pass the turn. Only have to discard 1 land, though. Alright, so now we're over here at Daxosville. I do anticipate some sort of Wrath here. No, it's We Fate to draw 2 cards. Okay, then. So, looks like Shackles will not be a complete and total waste. But Daxos can't get by anything either. I think he just really wanted to hit a land drop. Which means we're going to need that Oath of Lieges. Gruul Rage Beast! Fight target creature opponent controls. Woodland Bellower. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Yep, no, the Rotted deck's already running away with everything. Okay, as a cost. So we just lost Shackles. Which, not a major thing, but did make him get rid of the dragon. Unfortunately, he drew 4 cards and, got to discard 3. That hand sculpting. So let's see, there's Soul of the Harvest. Make more mana. I'm gonna have to tithe here just to dig some more lands out. Woodland Bellower. When it comes into play, it's gonna search for a 3-cost non-legendary creature and put it into play. We're lucky so far that... Okay, Beastmaster? Give upkeep if they control the highest toughness, they're going to draw a card. They're already drawing all the cards. And there's a whole breach on top. This just got dicey. Draw 3, so they get it anyway. And they get... Let's see, this is a storage land. Let's see, Reclamation Stage coming up next turn. Too many things to get rid of. Green Sun for 2. It's going to be a... What do you get? Sakura Tri-Belter. Okay. And Shamanic Revelation after that. I mean, you can always sling the acidic slime. Okay. So we have all the lands and only 3 spells. All of us block it, I guess. Alright, so what do we do now? Well, we get the land tax. And are you kidding me? That's statistically improbable at this point. We should not have everything. We need to stop drawing into more lands. Oh dear God, I feel like I'm gonna have a harder deck or something. Okay, so we're gonna have to use Avacyn to... So we have to use the -1 to pay for Avacyn, I think. Well, 7 left over, which means 3 mana. I don't want to Spirit Link on Avacyn, but I can't think of anything else I could do right now. Yeah, we're just gonna have to pass turn. Discard 4 cards. Could we please stop seeing top deck lands after we land tax? There must be something wrong with the shuffler, something, because that seems to happen a lot. I want to put the ivory tower back in here. If we do that, though, we're going to have to put in multiple ways to keep our hand size. And Daxus just can't do anything. Wow. Now, the good news is we could probably survive a power onslaught until the Gruul beast comes down. Jesus. Oh, there's a Greater Hoof. Rada's running away. Rada's completely run away with this game. Ulrich, Sarkon. Yeah. There's just no way we're going to keep up with the explosiveness that this deck had. Alright, we can live for a turn. Like, even if he drops the Gruul Rage Beast, we can still use Avacyn. Oh. Limit Break Xenagard. Okay. Urabrask, Clan Defiance, Beastmaster Ascension. Rex Sage, Anger, Urabrask that are going to be the big ones. Alright. Rex Sage is going to help us get wrecked. Let's see, the worst thing for the Rex Sage to hit on us is that Pearl Medallion. Alright. Draw some more cards. Probably either the Brawler's Plate or the Hedron Archive. Yeah, the Hedron Archive is the better one. Just because Daxus has been having trouble with keeping mana all game. Let's see, Monster Bridge came into play tapped, though. So if there's a Crater Hoof there, I'm not going to know it. There's an Avenger of Zendikar. Okay. Oh, that's a problem, though. Something I just realized. We've got Anger, a token, and Urabrask, and together that is way more power than the Royal Guard can actually handle right now. Oh, yeah, Hull Breach just happened. Well, Treasure Hunter's going to have to come out now. And everything's really big. Let's see, it's me, 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 me. Let's see, so far it's bad. Let's see, Urtrask. Of course it's sending the 8-8. Let's see if it was just that. fact that the anger is coming at me is annoying. Alright then, so all the green things that are coming at me can be whatever. But Urbass, so we have anger. Let's see, we can live through this potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not going to work. We still have the medallion out to actually be okay. But we don't. So we can't. The Cadoran Royal Guard can be used and absorb all that damage and just be super dead. Avacyn can only protect from the green. The fact that the one anchor is coming at me. That one anchor is honestly the single most annoying part of this. I could throw Avacyn in the way of anger, but that's not going to do anything. The Urbrask and the anger is what done it. I can try Spirit Linking and Divine Transformation in Avacyn, but then we're not going to have any mana to shield up and stay alive. Well, at worst, we'll have enough to Spirit Link, and that's it. Deck was just too fast for us. Not to mention we couldn't do anything about Garrick. Oh, well, them's the breaks. We have one chance to we might have two chances to top deck into a Wrath. That's gonna be it, though. Hopefully our deck thinning helped us out just enough. Remember, kids, deck thinning is deck winning until you play a Moto, and it gives you a top deck planes every goddamn time. That is just unfortunate. Once that happened, I don't know. It seemed like it only happened once today, but it seems to happen like at least once a week. Alright, Dax, currently waiting on Dax, so let's go ahead and do a time leap. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this. But this guy over here, Daxos, I'm pretty sure he was deliberately running down time because he just wasn't responding to this super alpha strike at all. So we're just gonna go ahead and end this because there's really no point in continuing when we were just straight dead there. Like, at best, we had 2 turns to play, and that's really it. So we're going to go ahead and just call this game. And guys, we'll go ahead and see you in the wrap-up.